Hello, Be the Ram Global Fellowship family and friends. This is Lady Liana McKissick with a little moment for you this week. So I do have a challenge for you all this week, but I'm going to wait until I say it because y'all might roll your eyes on this one. So one thing that I've found is that while, people sometimes upset me, people sometimes get on my nerves, people sometimes say things that they probably should not say, and sometimes people would just attack you out of nowhere, or it seems to be out of nowhere. The older I get, the more I'm learning that a lot of times this lashing out or this popping off really has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with the person themselves. So one thing I'm learning, I'm not saying it's perfected, but I'm learning not to take the lashing out and the popping off personal, especially if it seems like it's coming out of nowhere. A lot of times they're going through something, they're frustrated, they're upset, they're fighting their own battle, and in the moment you just happen to be the person that they decide to let it all out on. And I'm not saying it feels good, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but for my peace, I choose not to take it personally. Now, I have been in situations where I've let that moment get the best of me, where people are yelling and having their comments and they're cursing and whatever the case may be. And, I try to, stay centered, or I try to just, be like, okay, now keep in mind, I am from Detroit. So if you don't know about Detroit, go ahead and Google it. Like I tell people, I'm saved, I love Jesus, I'm educated, but, fill in the blank there. My point is, I try to, stay focused, stay like, okay, just let this person, say whatever they're gonna say. And sometimes I may yell back. I yell back, and then I'm like, dang, Liana, why you even do that? Because all that does is make them yell more and, get more and more upset, because now, it's a challenge. Now it's like, okay, who can be the loudest? Who can hurt the other person the most? And I'm not saying to be a punching bag. I'm not saying to be a doormat. Humbling yourself does not make you less than, does not make you weak. It actually makes you stronger. But what I'm saying is, once I really removed myself from the situation, I was like, I don't think that was about me. I think there's something that's going on with that person. And while something that I could have done or said upset that person in that moment, but the big uproar of it was things building on and on and on that may or may not have anything to do with me. Some of them might have to do with me, but a lot of it may not have to do with me. Or it could be that whatever they're going through, they've suppressed things for so long that now it's just things coming back. And you may be the easy target for that day. Or I may be the easy target for that day because, hey, I'm going through this and you're not hearing me go through this. You're not seeing me go through this, and you don't understand. So I'm going to give this all to you. I'm going to pop off on you. I'm going to give it to you. Now, sometimes it is a personal thing where it's back and forth. People are having an argument and things like that. But sometimes it's really not about you. Like, a lot of times it's about what they are going through. And so what I want you to do is try your best. This is a process. I'm not saying that I just got this overnight, because I did not. It's a process. Don't take it personally. Don't internalize it. Don't take it on, because you're going to physically feel heavy yourself. You're going to physically feel weight yourself. So I tend to feel things like literally in my chest. I can feel it, and I know, like, okay, Liana, you need to pause. You need to breathe through this and then think through this. Now, I'm saying it as if it's so easy, but I'm letting you all know, I'm not saying this like, oh yeah, I got this just like that. I have to work at it. I have to practice it. I still have moments where I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we doing now. But again, I can't take it personally, because then it starts to invade my peace. And I've become very protective of my peace in the last few years. If it doesn't bring me joy, if you don't bring me joy, I'm not going to say I'm going to completely throw you out, but I have to distance myself because I am extremely protective of my peace in these last few years. And I think even as I get older and I get closer and closer to 40, there's just less things that I want to even deal with. I'm not saying that I don't care, but I just don't want to deal with the mess. So this brings me to your challenge. Now, I'll let you know right now, this might take a lot, but here's your challenge. Think about someone, just one person, that maybe you recently have had a negative encounter with. Maybe this person just like popped off out of nowhere. They went off on you. I'm talking about necks rolling, snatching air, popping bubbles, all of that. And you like, I'm sorry, you trying to see who they talking to. You got that person in your head now? That's what I want you to do. Pray for them. No excuses. Pray for them. I want you to pray for them for 7 days straight. I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you, if you do it, you will actually feel peace yourself. I know because I did it. This person I chose to pray for, I don't hate the person. I don't feel bad. You know, thinking about stuff make me feel bad. I really have no negative feelings about the person. I just know that prayer was needed. And of course, in the moment, in the situation, I felt negative, like, okay. But a couple days later, I was like, I'm going to pray for that person. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to pray for 7 days for that person. Now, because I don't see this person every day and I don't really interact with this person a lot, I'm not certain of, what's going on in their day-to-day life. But I do believe that, maybe at some point I may see the manifestation of those prayers. If they're an entrepreneur, pray over their business, pray over their ministry, pray over their children, pray over their life, pray for everything that's connected to them, pray for healing for them, pray for your heart concerning them, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know their story, and I get it. You don't have to, like the person. I get that. But when I began to pray for this person daily, it kind of caused me to also self-check as I was praying for them. So, your challenge this week, and I don't want to hear no excuses, is to think of that person that you automatically be like, what? That? Who are you talking to? Think of that person. You got them in your head? You're going to pray for them for 7 days. All right? This is Lady Liana McKissick with your moment. Have a great week.